Just when I think this isn't the best timeline, but yeah, you see the gap. Getting her up there just made everybody else in the 300s. And again, we're still sitting at like 1,000,000 or something like that to get us to the next level, so... Now all of a sudden we can hurt him. So we're back to having 2 Christina Booths on the party. Awesome.
Another step toward my goal.
How do you like that? What's wrong, you whelps? After all, I am still standing.
We threw everything we had at him and still... He's not even a fencer. Where is he getting all that strength?
It is absurd to rely on such esoteric toys. True strength comes from within the self.
Oh jeez, Lady Mariana, what are we gonna do?
Why, Father? If you truly are this powerful, why do you submit to the Septarian Club?
A novice like you could never understand human frailty, ignorance. To overcome these and attain justice, one must have a banner to rally behind.
And what good is a banner if the one holding it deceives people and puts them in shackles? People are meant to be free. Doesn't justice, true justice, dwell within a free soul?
The time for words is over. I will show no mercy, even to my own child.
This is bad. He's gonna use that attack again.
Father! Father!
Stay away!
Father! Don't tell me.
That's right. My time has run out. But even on the precipice of death, I have not yet fulfilled my ambition. I cannot die. Not yet.
Father, is this why you set yourself upon this path?
Pippin, if you believe you possess true justice, then you must see your beliefs through to the end. The opposite of justice is not evil, but rather a different version of justice.
A different version of justice.
My justice and yours. Let us settle this one day.
Father.
The breeze is warm today, Master.
It is indeed. Perhaps we should take a farther walk than usual, Sanguina.
Wherever you go, I will follow.
Oh, my goodness gracious! A handsome young gentleman and a radiant young lady. Truly a match made in heaven.
You're one of the Septarians.
Ah, you remember me. My heart soars. It's been too long, Sir Bernard.
What do you want with me? I already bought your damnable wine. I had to drain Dorfa's account dry to do it, but you got your money. And do you know I threw the bottle out without opening it? It was obviously not worth drinking.
Good gracious, what a waste! If you had but asked, I would have happily decanted it for you. Decanting can increase the flavor up to 2-fold, you know.
Go give your wine lessons somewhere else. State your business or get out of my sight.
Yes, well put. The diligent Dorfa Bulwark is well spoken as always. Then let me get right to the point. I did speak to you about this before, did I not? The blood of the Vile God, which flows within you.
I thought we already resolved that. In that other world you spoke of, I was apparently quite consumed by my ambition. But as you can see, I'm nothing but a simple recluse. I have lost everything. And if possible, I would like to add you to that list.
I wish I could, but that simply won't do. Lord Sherman is in search of perfect justice, and as such, he cannot tolerate a single blemish.
So, you wish to kill me?
That's all up to you. Lord Sherman holds your skill as a fencer in the highest regard. If you swear to be reborn as an apostle of justice and serve the Septarian Club, you have our word that you and your pretty friend will be safe.
Master,
I must ask you to make your decision quickly. Much like yourself, I like the virtues of a patient disposition.
Very well. I will accept your proposal.
Simply spectacular! You've made a very wise decision.
Are you sure this is wise, Master?
It absolutely isn't. You see it as clearly as I do, don't you? This woman is a bottomless well of malice.
Sir Bernard, how awful! You mustn't say such terrible things to a lady. I have nothing but affection for all the gentlemen of the world.
So when Pavan mentioned the blood of the Vile God, it really didn't ring any bells? Nothing?
I'm sorry. I really don't have the slightest idea.
What could it mean?
During that battle, the Vile God's crest definitely appeared on her forehead. Sherman noticed it too. Sherman's probably thinking that Tiara might have the Vile God's blood in this world too. So he's going after her. That way, he can keep the Vile God from reviving ever again.
That's terrible! It's a false accusation! I don't know anything about this Vile God!
That's their version of justice. Anything they don't like or approve of, they brand it heretical and erase it. They don't allow any room for mercy or compassion. How they can call that pure justice?
The way you talk, it sounds like you came to this world the same way we did. Am I right?
And I was quite taken aback at first. But no matter the world I inhabit, I only have one task to fulfill. Societal reform. The Septarian Club supports a false idea of justice. And for that, they must be destroyed!
Then you'll join us in our fight, right?
Of course, my boy. And there's the matter of my father as well.
Indeed.
This might be out of line, but... do fairies really have a concept of parents?
Oh no, Pippin is the fencer, not the fairy. That would be me. You can call me Soji.
What? But... I just can't comprehend a world in which you're not the fencer. Everyone has that reaction at first.
Surely you recognize that it's not how one looks that matters, but what's on the inside. You must learn how to truly observe people, young lady.
Observe people? I understand what you're saying, but... are you sure you're a person?
Never mind all that. Tiara, what are you gonna do now? Keep on wandering around by yourself?
No. I fear that may be impossible. Now that I've been branded a heretic, they will likely pursue me wherever I go.
Then come with us. We're heretics too, but at least there's strength in numbers, right?
Why are you doing all of this for me?
Well, it's true you're not the Tiara that we knew. But when it comes down to it, you're still Tiara. It's my job to keep you safe. So just shut up and do what I say, woman!
Oh no, you made me all splooshy again.
Could you say that again?
Do it, woman!
Okay. I will follow you. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with her.
Well, I'm glad we got all that figured out. Now Fang can relax a little bit. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? I've got some juicy info. My little birdies tell me a strange researcher recently showed up on the outskirts of town.
Harley?
A strange researcher? Are you thinking it could be Harley?
Yes, indeedy. But the Justice Society has its eye on her. They think her research is suspicious. It's only a matter of time till they brand her a heretic.
Got it. Well then, let's go say hi to Harley.
Ah, just a moment. I believe there's still the small matter of the bill.
You don't miss a thing when it comes to money, do you?
Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah, party's finally filling out again.
I'm so bored.
No steady work, no money to conduct research, and no food, so we can't even get our energy up. And I'm just about at my wit's end.
I just want to call in sick and play hooky. It's scary how nice that sounds. Man, where'd my motivation button go?
I don't have it, I can tell you that much. Perhaps you dropped it somewhere on the way here.
You think we should go look for it? Or maybe it'll just show up again on its own.
Hey, Harley! You here?
Well, look who it is! Fang! And Aaron and Pippin!
while, guys. You're the Harley we remember. Thank goodness. I'm glad to see you in good health, young lady.
Yes! I finally found my motivation button! I don't even care that I said that out loud!
Erin, you're just as adorable as I remember.
And Pippin, that sword in your head? Trey, sexy! Man, you guys really are the best.
Does this girl always get excited so easily?
I believe so, yes. Hey! Is that Mariana of Dorfa I spy? Did you decide to join up with Fang too?
Yep. Boy, I guess a lot's happened since the last time we saw each other.
I gotta say, ever since the first time I saw you, I've been very interested in your Fury form. Did you mess with the fusion coefficient for that? I've never seen such an imposing form. I'd just love to take a look at your fairy.
I wholeheartedly refuse. I have no intention of turning her into a guinea pig.
Lady Mariana, this girl's scaring me.
Wow, a cold shoulder, huh? That's disappointing.
Hey, Bajas! I'm starving. Fix me up one of your famous specialties, would ya?
I would absolutely love to make you something, but I'm afraid our cupboards are bone dry. Sorry.
Oh, come on! You're kidding, right? That's the only reason I was so excited to see you guys.
Now you're kidding, right? We've got more important things to worry about.
Shut up! Since we can't leave the inn, we haven't been to any restaurants lately. And I'm sick and tired of that inn food.
Oh, that's right. The Justice Society is looking for you, huh? I saw the poster. Must be pretty tough.
You act like you're not in the same boat. Doesn't the Justice Society have its eye on you too?
Oh, yes, exactly right. Everyone in this world keeps going on and on about justice this and order that. Just because I told them I want to study a few fairies, they treat me like a total perv. It is not cool.
It probably has something to do with your attitude. You can't get near a fairy without drooling.
Anyway, whatever. Because of all that, I've had to start living like a hermit.
Well then, could I hire you to do a job for me?
A job, huh? You want me to study Erin? Great! I'm excited and ready to go. I've got a change of clothes ready for her and...
Jeez, calm down! That's not it at all!
What I want you to do is, look into the wine that the Septarian Club has been selling.
The wine? How come?
Because that wine has basically ruined Apollonius. I want to try and help him.
So Apollonius and the wine are connected, huh? Gotta say, I didn't see that coming. Oh, but he did die in our old world. So, is he like a totally different person in this world? Well, whatever. Either way, it comes down to alcoholism, right? I can analyze the wine all I want, but I'm not a medical doctor.
So there's nothing you can do?
Well, I mean, I can try putting together a remedy, but it's not gonna be easy.
When you say not gonna be easy...
First, I'd need a fairy flower. I can boil that down to its essence and make a panacea. But I don't know where to find it around here.
Fairy flower? That sounds really familiar.
Don't get your hopes up. You're probably just confusing it with some kind of food.
Oh, that's right! The amulet that Emily gave me! Harley, can you use this?
This is... Well, it's definitely fairy flower essence. Just where the heck did you get this?
I ran into Apollonius' sister a while back and she gave it to me. So, can you use it?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes! This is perfect! Although it's too weak to work by itself. You think you could get the rest of the ingredients? I'll need a few more things. You should be able to find everything at the Dasuhiro Plains. Bajas, if I give you a map and a few tips, you think you could show them the way?
What? You're not coming?
I need to see Apollonius for myself. I'm interested to see the effects of a fencer's alcoholism on their fairy.
That right there is exactly why people avoid you. Just give me the map and we'll get going.
I don't know if I'm ready to see Seguro shitfaced. There's gonna be a side thing, aren't you? Get that out of the way. Hey, your dad's not a fencer, so how can you be so strong? Something about him stinks. As you say, he's not a fencer, so he can't even use magic, but his life is fully dedicated to his blade. He got to where he is by throwing away everything else and training himself on a path of bloodshed. Furies have a natural limit to their power, so of course the fencers that use them have a limit as well. Basically, if you're stronger than one fencer, you're stronger than every fencer. You don't even understand that much. Even if he's not a fencer, it doesn't change the fact his power is a threat. Which means we have to make sure our own power can overcome his. It won't be easy to defeat someone as strong as him, but I don't see any other way forward. Gotta push Pippin for SummerSlam. Holy shit, there's... Now I really want a Pippin game. Like, don't even tell me like the past, just keep it vague as shit like you kinda are now, but... Wait, back here again. I gotta do the dashing again. It's bad because some of the swords are on the way gonna take on some of the...
So, all the ingredients should be around here?
That's right. First is some spring water known as miracle water. Then bark from the century-old Tonelico tree. And the horn from a Melgria.
Just those three things? Sounds pretty easy. If that's all it takes to make Apollonius better, I'd say we're getting off easy.
You seem really motivated, Fang. And all to help someone else. There's more to you than I realized.
You're just a terrible judge of character. I'm always motivated, and I'm always trying to help others. Heck, if you wanted to start calling me Fang the Magnificent Saint to show me the proper respect, I wouldn't stop you.
No thanks. It's a little too long.
Enough nonsense. Let's get going. Like leaving Harvey alone for so long.
This place is huge. How long would it take to walk from one end to the other? That's right. Harley gave me this to give to you. It comes with a letter. The Dasahura plains are pretty vast, so I'm sure Fang's gonna complain. So here's a special invention of mine. It'll amplify the aura given off while in Fury form and convert it to propulsion. She was fiddling with this thing on and off to kill time before we met with you guys. Research is basically her only hobby. Woohoo! Let's test it out right now. You predicted Fang would complain. Get that thing that lets us dash really fast around here. Oh! Let's see how it looked for her. There's 3 things to look for. That means it's like 3 on the map itself. There's one over here by this bridge.
Okay, so how do we get a Melgria horn?
Isn't it obvious? We catch one and slice its horn off.
I feel kind of bad for the Melgria.
Harley wrote a note here. The horn will grow back, so don't worry about it. Just get a clean cut.
Oh, then I guess it's okay. So, where do we find one of these
Is that one?
That is one big animal.
Indeed. I'd assumed it would be roughly the size of a boar.
Is it just me, or does it look super pissed?
I bet we're on its territory. Uh-oh! Here it comes! That sucker has some serious momentum!
Bahas, I don't know how we're gonna calm this thing down, but get ready to chop its horn off.
Got it. I'm counting on you to get it to settle down.
You better be worth all this trouble, Apollonius.
Plan for victory!
Let's do this.
I'm ready! My turn!
Just whoop on him, just whoop on him.
My turn!
Oh yeah, your thing, coercion. All it is just inflicts status effects. But again, I could do it in battle over and over again, so in a battle over and over again, so I could max it out and get her more SP with me both.
Stay down. I knew I was strong.
Got an adamantite off it. What is that?
Damn it! Hold still, you little... Pippin, get the legs! The legs!
You're quite lively, aren't you? This is how every young sir should behave. Settle down, damn it! It spit at me! Bahas, hurry up and get it over with!
Hold on. Just a little more. Okay, got it.
What the heck? It just calmed down all of a sudden.
A Melgria's horn is a symbol of its strength. It's probably depressed at losing that.
Sorry, but it'll go back, okay? That's true. I could bring this guy back with me, keep it as a pet, and I'd have infinite horns! Eureka! Another perfect business opportunity!
Mariana, you got her?
Indeed.
You're too ruthless, young lady. Try to be content with just the single horn.
Come on! It's a good idea, right?
Okay, so, we got the Melgria horn. We're on our way, Apollonius.
Big old map. Big old map. Alright, here's number 2, whatever this one's gonna be.
Jeez, this tree is huge! Is this the Tonelico tree?
As in Artonelco?
I believe so. It does match the description in Harley's notes.
So we just have to peel some of the bark off, right? Hey Lola, you got a knife?
Of course! 100 gold to rent it for an hour!
I just need it for like 2 seconds. You're still trying to make money? It costs you literally nothing.
Nothing's more expensive than giving away something for free. Besides, every cut dulls the blade.
This is just embarrassing. Listen, I brought my kitchen knife. That should do the trick.
Holy crap!
I've read that for some monsters, the Tonelico is a holy tree. Getting so close is likely to anger them.
You're so smart, Lady Mariana. Nobody's as smart as you.
Never a dull moment, huh? Bahas, can you take care of the bark?
Sure, leave it to me. My blade will make quick work of this tree.
Everyone, please be careful.
You shall disappear.
Let's do
I thought it was gonna be like the tree attacking us. For a second there. Not just a little horde of enemies. It's like a bunch of we're just gonna... Oh wow! Damn! Look at you just one-shot everything.
My power has increased.
Looks like I got... Hello? Is this where I might find Apollonius?
Who might you be?
The name's Harley. I'm a fairyologist. Fang asked me to come check on Apollonius.
Fang? That boy from before?
Hey, Apollonius! Long time no see. Oh, but you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. We're meeting for the first time, right?
More nonsense about being thrust into this reality from another world? Believe me, I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, that just won't do. Fang's very worried about your well-being.
My well-being?
Rumor has it you've become quite the drinker. Excessive alcohol consumption really isn't good for your health, you know. They say a glass of wine a day is good for you, but alcohol's still alcohol. Everything has its limit.
So what? You're here to tell me to simply make myself better and get back to work? I have no reason to listen to you.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Oh, by the way, Fang wanted me to give this to you.
This is...
It's the amulet I made?
Seems like it. In our past world, your sister gave this to Fang. I doubt Fang mentioned it, but in that world, Fang took your life.
I lost to a boy like that?
Yep. Then your sister went looking for revenge, ran into Fang without knowing he was her sworn enemy, and gave that amulet to him. And the whole time, she told him all about her dead brother. Everything she remembered about him. Do you understand yet? Do you understand the feelings that live in that amulet? Do you understand how it affected Fang? I think you should hold on to that. I bet it'll help sober you up.
Apollonius, where are you going?
I need some fresh air.
Apollonius.
When it comes to addiction, the most important thing is treating the soul. I hope he's able to recover at least a little bit. Oh, hey! These empty wine bottles laying around. Are they all from the Septarian Club?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Would you mind if I borrowed one of them?
Oh, and it comes back to the bridge. Maybe that thing the other enemy dropped, that other piece, is something for this. Because it's still telling me I need something in town to unrust that shit. May I have a moment? Mariana. Yank. Ow, what are you doing? Stop pulling my hair! Stop squirming, I need to confirm something. Is there something on my head? Stop rubbing my forehead so far! Just stay still, I'll be finished soon. Rub, rub, rub. How can you expect me to stay- Ow, stop it! The Valgod's crest isn't appearing. Seems you truly have not inherited his blood. I told you before, I don't have any recollection of that. Her forehead's super red. That's crazy. I could hear you rubbing her head all the way from over here. If you saw that happening, why didn't you try to stop her? Well, we were curious to what the hell she was doing. So that's how you get the Cresto up here, huh? Well, naturally that wouldn't make it reveal itself. I simply thought perhaps she was concealing it with something, but it seems I was wrong. Of course I'm not concealing it. You didn't have to rub my forehead to prove that. But all suspicions have been cleared, so the rubbing proved effective. Everyone keeps saying rub so much, it's starting to sound kinda weird. Such a cute word though. Rubtastic rubbiness. You just don't care about my suffering at all, do you? You'll enjoy it. Kind of. My business here is finished. I shall take my leave. Hold on a second, I'm not done talking to you. I was worried how those two would get along after what happened in the other world, but I think they'll be fine. After seeing what just happened, that's the conclusion you came to? Ah, it was this lubricating oil since I'm blazing through, I don't really look at all the quests at Guillermo's pub anymore. Thankfully, all I needed was that. Just kill some Ryoko dragons at the Bui Valley or whatever. Only 2, so yeah.
Here's the spring water. They say 1 sip is enough to cure any sickness.
Hey, I could totally sell this. Mind if I grab a few liters?
There's obviously only like a cupful of the stuff.
Then maybe I can sell it by the drop. Would that have the same effect? I want to make sure people are getting their money's worth.
You want to make sure people are giving you their money.
Just sell literally anything else. Anything. We need to make sure we have enough to make the remedy.
Man, you're so selfish.
Hey guys! Something's coming this way!
Sorry, Harley wrote a note here. The miracle water is deep in the territory of a ferocious monster, so be careful.
Why didn't you mention that earlier?
We can't do anything about it now. Soji, to battle!
Yes, Pippin?
Whatever. Bajas, get the water. We'll take care of this.
You got it. Be careful out there.
I won't fall here!
Let's do this.
Killer bears.
My turn.
Oh wow, they took that. I can't tell if they're all well, this one-shot shit last time, so
Here we go!
obviously your magic stuff's gotta be up to the roof. Get rid of one of you. What haven't I shown off you yet? Actually, just those spells. I'm gonna start working on. You think this would be? Oh ho 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 ho. No, that new girl's doing the did the Ojo-sama to Bernard. Because when I thought the last storyline was like, they can't make this any more interesting. This game's like a friggin' onion as far as plot goes right here.
Good job, everyone. I got what we need.
It doesn't look like you got very much.
I collected as much as I could. Anyway, it should serve our needs.
Whoa, hey! Lola, what the heck are you doing? I thought if I started digging, maybe we could get a little more.
Lola, please.
Knock it off! You might cover this spring and ensure that no miracle water flows ever again.
Let me go! This is the perfect business opportunity! Capitalism at work!
Keep her just like that, Soji. She becomes a different person when money's involved.
Understood. I will keep a tight grip on her.
Harley, we're back.
Hey, welcome back! How'd it go?
Complete success. We got everything you asked for.
Oh, that's great! I had a pretty successful harvest myself.
Harvest?
I went to see Apollonius and got my hands on an empty bottle of that Septarian wine. I analyzed what little wine was left, and I uncovered something quite terrifying.
What is it?
Based on my analysis, it isn't wine at all. It's a highly addictive substance, almost like a drug.
What?
1 or 2 sips and you get a sense of power and exhilaration. But regular consumption leads to complete debilitation.
Wait. Is that the same stuff they're selling at the Justice Society's church? Because everyone in town is drinking that stuff. And just about everyone took out loans to even have the money to afford it.
I went ahead and looked into that too. It looks like the mass production version isn't nearly as concentrated, but it's still acting like a drug. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more cases like Apollonius's cropping up in the future.
That's not okay.
Sherman, you son of a bitch! Don't you have any shame? Putting drugs in people's drinks. There's some things you just don't do. If we let this slide, eventually it will end up in our curry. And our sushi!
Father, if you knew about this, would you still call it justice? Even seeing people chained to such addiction. No! I simply can't accept this! No sane person could call this justice!
They've gone too far. I'll destroy the Septarian Club with my own 2 hands! Harley, you think you can make that remedy you were talking about?
Let's see. I use the fairy flower as a base and combine the materials you brought me. I think the remedy should be remarkably potent. But this remedy was designed with alcoholism in mind. I have no idea how effective it'll be against an actual chemical agent.
You can figure it out, right? I mean, that's your whole thing.
Maybe if I had a bigger sample size for the wine, I could develop a more effective compound.
So you think we should just go all in and buy as much wine as we can?
Don't be stupid. Do you want to wind up like Apollonius?
Obviously I wouldn't drink it, duh! And use it to come up with a better remedy.
Are you sure? I can totally see you saying something like, one sip can't hurt, and then you gulp it all down.
How stupid do you think I am?
Instead of jumping through all these hoops, why don't we just destroy their means of production?
Are you suggesting we infiltrate their base of operations?
Not their base, necessarily. They must have a wine factory or something, right? Somewhere with a lot of wine?
I see. Very intriguing. Cut the evil out at the roots and protect the common man from himself. 2 birds with 1 stone!
So Lola, do you have any information about a wine factory or something?
But of course! And considering the circumstances, I'll give you a huge discount.
You're giving us a discount? What's next? I get struck by lightning?
Come on, I'm not completely heartless. I'm trying to help here. Besides, I didn't say it would be completely free.
Yeah, true. You're still asking for money. Boy, that was close. I almost thought you were a good person for a second there.
Well then, from now on, Bahas and I will be traveling along with you.
Whoa! You're finally gonna come with us, huh?
Sure. You're gonna need me at some point. I figure it'll be better if I'm already out there with you.
Plus, I get to indulge in Bahas' cooking every day from here on out!
You bring me the ingredients and I'll make you anything you want.
Nice! Alright, let's have one more feast to raise our spirits before we set out on our raid!
That's really all you care about, isn't it?
I yanked out all the goddesses' swords. Oh wait, this ain't new. That's just something I did in my own time. This might be. So we couldn't find them after all. Where'd everyone go? If we searched this much and still haven't found them, they may not be part of this world. Are you saying... I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean they must be with their real parents. They didn't become orphans. Oh, I get it. That's good then. Really, Mariani, you seem sad. There's the thought. That was just speculation. I would prefer concrete proof. If they didn't become orphans, their names may also be different. We should fully investigate all children of similar age. All children? You don't have to help if you don't want to. I do want to. I'll do everything I can to help. So what's this next area I gotta open up? Wait, there's a side thing there. Oh, that's probably just the second area again where I get like the... talk to the old man about the other fairies. Don't have to do that again. What's opened up here? The wine distillery, of course. The Doral Wine Factory.
So this is where they make the wine, huh?
All things considered, the security seems pretty lax.
Maybe it's a holiday or something. They gotta get a few days off, right?
I doubt we'd be so lucky.
Whatever the reason, it's a good thing. This should make it easy for me to get a sample.
Yeah, true. While we're at it, why don't we get crazy and smash this place up? That'll help me digest some of this food, too.
You just couldn't stop eating until the second we had to leave, could you?
If you can eat, you should eat. That's what I always say. Okay, guys, let's go!
I'm not sure if Fang cares about anything other than eating.
Gotta stop the wine distribution. Cut it off at the source. Anyway, new area, so I'll be showing this stuff off. This place is gonna end up being like Yevon or something like that, isn't it? This and that whole news thing about how people are still going out because they want to be like church faring and they're not obeying the stay-at-home laws. Nothing pisses me off more than stupid people. Finding stupid reasons to be stupid. Except now it's jeopardizing more people. So, in short, might catch some heat for saying this, but fuck religion. Wouldn't consider myself an atheist, like, you know. No, say I'm not an atheist, but exactly practicing it. Well, my folks and I have been through a lot before, so. Gotta be something if we manage to last that long.
Let's make this interesting.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Me personally.
My turn.
It's the blind folk that worries me. Just an excuse for you not to think for yourself. Yeah, we're stuck here until 2011. We know who to point the finger at. You know what do you think? You're going out and then it's gonna be like, oh, it was God's will we all got corona and died. Hmm? God's got a sense of humor like that sometimes. A twisted one. But a sense of humor nonetheless. That's why I say I'm not an atheist. I believe in something. It's important to have it, I think. Just don't throw your all into it. That's why I won't be like those people that say you can't be religious or something like that. I don't know. That ain't for me or anybody to decide, but
Let's make this interesting.
you know, you sacrificing personal safety for it? Nah, fuck off. That's my take on that. Gotta hold our second building here for this. I've seen this building before because, well, kinda. It's one of those 4 DLC levels. I think it's the 500 to 750. Oh, event. Is there more behind it? We'll go see. Feels good to have a full team again.
Kind of strange. This factory belongs to the Septarian Club, right? But we didn't have any trouble getting in.
That's a good point. Even if it were a holiday, you would expect them to have a few staff members on hand.
Hell if I care. If it's a trap, it's a trap. We'll just have to crush that trap.
Doing a hell of a job of crushing traps so far.
More importantly, Harley, how's the wine? Can you use it for your analysis?
Sorry, it's no good. Everything I'm seeing is the cheap, mass-produced stuff. The stuff Apollonius was drinking had a much higher concentration. Of course, the vintage on the label is a complete lie.
Okay, then let's keep looking.
Good looking. Check these tiny nooks for items. A card key. That's important. I think I can skip the rest of the enemies. I happen to get caught. Over here. It's weird how they do the smashables, but not every dungeon has them. So sometimes I just end up forgetting, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, nothing there. A couple of smashables, at least.
Let's make this interesting.
I'm getting these Justice Society member cards from these enemies.
Suffer no evil. For justice. For justice. For justice.
For some reason, they're like equips. I guess they're like armbands or something. Yeah, see? One from each. Apparently there's the wine is strawberries, because I'm getting a lot of those. Oh cool, another War God armor.
Let's make this interesting. My turn. Here we go. My turn. My turn.
Suffer no evil. For justice. For justice.
Care to see
Suffer
my
no
true
evil.
power? New day. My turn. I did it.
Okay. Now on this side. Where these guys can waltz in and get me. There's something on that side? You should do this. Sometimes that doesn't hit everybody. Or I hit the wrong one maybe with the fast forwarding. That's weird.
Not suffer no evil.
I think she just used a weaker spell by accident. Whatever, they can't hurt us. Some of us are level 300 now to accommodate Herb and 200. That's just how that one area works.
What's up?
Look at this, Fang. These labels refer to a 20-year-old vintage. Just like what Apollonius was drinking. It's the same concentration, I'm sure of it. If I can bring some of this back with me, I should be able to do a fairly accurate analysis.
Glad to hear it. Then let's grab a few bottles and head back.
I do apologize, but our particular club does not allow for takeout. Or bring in, for that matter.
Who the hell are you?
Is this where I say it's an absolute pleasure to meet you? My name is Junon. I suppose you could say I'm the Septarian Club's general manager.
The Septarian Club?
So you're Fang the Heretic. I've heard a lot about you. You've caused quite a bit of vexation among our other members, thanks to your interference. I like to think we're fairly tolerant, but we can no longer forgive the outrage you've caused. I'm afraid we need you to disappear now.
Death to the heretics! For the purity of justice!
So it really was a trap.
Bring it on! I refuse to lose to this trash.
Prepare yourself.
If money's the root of all evil, why do religions keep asking for it? Or churches, rather.
Measurements complete.
Yeah, I know I'm quoting a Twitter video from TikTok, but still. Was it TikTok or something else?
Is that the best you got? What's so funny?
You heretics are fools. There's a time bomb here within the factory.
What?
That's why they wanted us in.
We've already activated the detonator, and all the doors in the wine cellar can only be opened from the outside.
You know, I just realized that lady from before totally disappeared.
The doors are shut tight. They must be locked from the other side.
What? But then all of you!
We're willing to die for the purity of justice. All hail the Septarian Club!
They would shed their own allies on a whim? Those Septarians are monsters!
What should we do? If they're telling the truth, this place could explode at any moment.
Soji, have you heard from them?
No, not yet. They should have arrived by now, but...
They were supposed to be our ace in the hole.
Hey, what are you talking about? Who's they?
Ah!
Damn it! Here it comes!
Oh no, that was me. You! Ah, just in time! What? So you're ace in the hole? We can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. It could explode at any second.
Okay!
A timely escape and Ethel's back.
Whew, that was close.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting you two to show up. Pippin got in touch with us, and we've been observing things from afar. I'm just glad we made it in time.
But I don't get it. In our world, these two were...
When I arrived in this new world, these were the first two I happened upon. Much like before, they were making a living on indiscriminate assassination. But I sat them down and made them realize that their line of work was especially dangerous. After that, I simply had to whip them into shape. And I was quite thorough, believe me. First was classical ethics and justice, up until current philosophical thought.
It's a long story. So to summarize, Ethel can now converse normally, thanks to Pippin's teachings.
Oh, that's right! In our old world, all Ethel could say was kill, kill, kill! I don't say that anymore. I've learned that there is joy to be found outside of battle.
Oh yeah? Like, what kind of joy?
Food.
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you sniffing me?
Something smells good. Something in your pockets.
Huh? Oh, you mean my cookies? These are my emergency rations. You want them?
Yes. Pippin taught Ethel the joy of eating. She's especially fond of sweet things. Bajas, you think you could give her one? I don't have any sweets on me currently.
As I do not have any pockets.
Sure, I don't mind. They did save us after all. Here you go.
At least I don't think he does.
So sweet. So happy.
What the hell, Bajas? I didn't know you were holding. Share the wealth, man.
Calm down. Like I said, they're emergency rations.
Don't be so stingy.
I must admit, I'm glad to have a first-class fencer on our side. As you say, she was once a true professional.
What's wrong, Lola? Well, it was my intel that got us all into trouble. I just feel kinda bad.
Wow, you actually feel remorse, huh? I figured you'd just be like, that's just the cost of doing business and not give a crap.
I would never do that. I always give a crap about my business.
Then perhaps you should make sure your product descriptions are more accurate in the future. If you lose the public's trust, there are no second chances.
I know.
Anyway, let's head back for now. I'm very excited to analyze the wine we've obtained. I managed to learn quite a lot from the wine we got from that factory. All I have to do now is synthesize an antidote.
So you're saying we can fix Apollonius?
I can't say for sure. If nothing else, it should alleviate his symptoms.
Bang! That's good, right?
This whole thing's been a real pain in the ass. Getting all those ingredients, and even getting the wine. As soon as he joins us, I'm gonna make him bow down and tell me, thank you, at least 100 times.
Still, I should mention that it's going to take some time to prepare. Meanwhile, maybe you should track down some Furies or Septarians.
For sure. Lola, you got any new info for us?
Huh? Oh yeah. I have some info about another Fury, but...
What's wrong? You seem surprisingly reluctant.
Well, I was just thinking, if I accidentally gave you some more false information, then...
Hey, if it happens, it happens. It's no different from everything up till now, right? If it's a trap, then we smash the trap. We're not gonna lose to these jerks.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Fang. And where is this Fury? Oh, Sidupu again. I've got it marked on this map.
Okay, so we know where we're headed next. We're looking for a Fury in Sidipua Den.
Sidipua Den is the DLC dungeon. I guess there's another part to that too. Wow! Aw, look how frightened she is. Must have been so hard on you. I know how you must feel. I was like that at first too. I said I didn't want to. I wasn't supposed to hurt, and I just got forced into it. I tried to resist, but then... You don't have to relive it. Just try to forget it happened. The bath's almost ready. We'll scrub you down top to bottom. Okay, what? I've gotten used to it myself, but making her cry like this is something I can't forgive. It sounds like something really serious happened. That would seem to be the case. We're talking about that, aren't they? I wonder, I think perhaps you're not entirely unconnected to this, boss. What are you talking about? I would never force myself on someone like that. Shh. Quiet, let's listen a while longer. Eavesdrop, eavesdrop, eavesdrop. Holly just doesn't know when to quit. She examined my whole body while trying to assure me with meaningless platitudes. Well, Lady Mariana's never done something like that to me. I put up with it because she's part of the group, but she's gone too far this time. She can't just force herself to do whatever she wants. This happens again, we need to seriously consider bringing charges against her. Ah. Like I said, not entirely unconnected. I'm going to give her a very harsh talking to, definitely. Please do. Yeah, Sidipua Den rear, Sidipua Den here.
I don't remember ever coming here before.
The world was reborn, so it makes sense parts of it would be different.
Reborn? I know I mentioned this before, but do you think the goddess would grant another wish if we revived her again in this world?
I really don't know. Kiara doesn't seem to have the Vile God's blood, and I don't know how much of the goddess's power I have either.
This again? Could you please just let it go? I don't have any memory of that.
Sorry.
Well, I guess there's no point thinking about it now. Let's just go get that Fury.
See more of this area too. Even though I've been here plenty of times, but that's the rear. Didn't know the DLC was just that copy and paste. Makes sense. Just stick stronger enemies in it. Still, all the swords are in the vicinity, so I'm getting like, behold.
I need to become even stronger.
I skipped one enemy. Y'all all are 2 times attack and everything. Whoop, it went backwards. That means it's in here in the corner. It's just money. Behemoth. Be he out of here, I guess. I don't know, I was trying to think of... Resort flower. All these real quick. Whoop. Another one of these. Myriad ass type enemies down here. Another behemoth. Be he out of here. Be he dealt with. Be he more not in my immediate presence anymore. Another War God breastplate. It's for the females. Yeah, alright. Get more of those. I think this one's the dead end. That might be treasure or something. Nope. Empty. Oh, the fake. Stay here. What was there? No, there wasn't. Maybe stuff over here? No, wait, that's continuation. Where is it? No, up is much of it. Wait, no, that's over there. Than this. Because I think I go up and there's treasure there too. Oh no, it actually goes that way. Alright, whatever. Not that on my own time anyway.
Found it! This has got to be the Fury, right?
I've been waiting for you.
Huh? Dwarfus Lapdog!
Director Bernard!
It's been a while, Mariana. I haven't seen you since Dorfa collapsed.
What are you doing here? Are you another Septarian assassin?
I didn't want to raise my sword ever again. If it was up to me, Sanguina and I would have fallen into pleasant obscurity together.
Master...
But the whims of fate have not yet released me. All I can do now is try to live as long as I can. Live with Sanguina. In this battle-torn world.
Director Bernard!
Perhaps I said a little too much. Sanguina! Fair Eyes!
Understood, Master. Suppress. Annihilate.